Hi, I'm Tom, an old guy building models and sharing his hobby with whoever stops by. I mostly build wooden ships because I love woodwork and I'm fascinated by the watercraft of the Age of Sail. This video is a bit of a tangent for me. I occasionally paint resin miniatures just for a break from rigging or planking. It soothes me and it keeps my fine motor skills and eyesight in trim. While pursuing a site to purchase some more resin figures, I stumbled across a 1 to 700th line of miniature sailing ships that caught my eye, especially because of the level of ship detail and the historical accuracy. They are intended as game pieces, not models, but I think they look cool. I've already posted a video examining the contents of the kit. That's going to be posted in the description. This video details my struggles with building the kit. The hull is resin. A brief bath in some soapy water will remove any leftover mold release. Because I have fingers like Kibasa, I need a way to hold the hull while I paint it. I do this by using a pill bottle and a drywall screw to create a fat finger-friendly grip. I carefully drill a 1/8 inch hole into the hull, being very careful not to emerge on the other side. A pin vise would have been a good choice here, but my 20-volt Porter cable and an abundance of caution worked just fine. The drywall screw goes up through the pill bottle lid and into the bottom of the resin hull. A slight twist and it is adapted for my pudgy hands. Also, the paint will be protected from wearing off as I am using acrylics which tend to wear off very easily until you put a coat of varnish on. This rig gives me a 360-degree access to the hull for painting. Quick coat of Vallejo white primer. The hull does take a while to paint. Most of the hull is matte black, but the red waterline and ivory gun line break up the outline. Red gun port lids are tedious to paint but make the hull pop. Headrails and stern details are white. The raised letter ship name is not authentic, but it looks great and it's easy to paint. All of the Black Seas ship models have the same stern name to make the ships easier to identify during the game. This is a compromise that I can overlook. If I wanted to count trunnels, I'd work at a larger scale. I'm really impressed that the kit has nice deck details even if the scale is off. Using just 4 colors, sand, mahogany, red, and black, the contrast makes the deck come to life. A little dark wash makes it look a little less like a toy. Ready for the masts. At this point, I added the base that I had on hand from a 135th Armor kit. Since this is a waterline kit, I may as well add water. I've never painted ocean before, but my kit, my rules. The masts are made of white metal and need to be cleaned up before they can be painted and mounted. A sprue cutter and sanding sticks are all that you need. The masts, gaffs, and other parts get a coat of primer. The masts and bowsprit are painted prior to gluing in place with CA glue. Care is needed to prevent bending these parts. Painting takes time and a steady hand. Reading glasses were not quite enough here. I needed my mega lenses. One by one, the masts are in place. Gaffs were surprisingly easy to keep in place. A bit of CA and a shot of accelerator worked great. Rigging took my patience on a wild road trip. I thought Easy Line might be a good choice, but I ended up using the line supplied in the box. Even at this scale, the line provides some support for the mast, especially the backstays. Now I remember why I don't build biplane models. Here is one place I had to mod the hull just a bit. For the backstays, I drilled a tiny hole in the gunnels, abaft of each mast. Then the backstay could be made from a piece of line with a simple overhand knot at the mast and then threaded through these holes. Just a small amount of tension really stiffened the mast. Not as much as you would notice on a wooden model, but very necessary for this material and this scale. A third hand was very helpful in holding the model at the right angle for rigging in places. I simplified the rigging quite a bit due to scale and time. Putting halyards, braces, and stays would have been difficult, and I think would have given a cluttered result. I just added the minimum number of stays and standing rigging to make the model look decent. As I've said in my other models, I build for fun. When a model begins to feel like work, I know I either need a break or need to rethink the model. Building this little model is way outside my normal lane, so I think of it like winter rules golf. Do what you need to keep the game going and just have fun. Drinks at the clubhouse are waiting. Rat lines at this scale must either be left off and simplified or left to a race of highly trained spiders. I wonder if anyone has actually tried to make 1 to 700 rat lines out of easy line. If so, are they out of the asylum yet? Mercifully, this kit includes pre-printed rat lines on clear acetate. Using a straight edge and a fresh X-Acto blade, these are easily trimmed to suit. Again, I simplified by omitting the second course of rat lines because I'm lazy and they interfered with the yards at that level. Winter rules golf again. Sails are pre-printed and pre-cut. Yay! I gave each a curl and used CA to attach them to their yards. Flags are printed so that they can be folded and a bit of white glue secures the two halves together. Giving each a bend makes them look like they're fluttering. Remember to mount them flowing forward like a sailboat and not aft like a powerboat. The colors get a thread included in the fold and attached to the gaffs. And there we are. I won't build another one, but I'm glad I built this one. It sure won't be hard to find space on the shelf for it. There are people who build entire fleets of these for their tabletop war games. I ran across one of their YouTube channels. I was feeling a bit smug about my build until I saw their amazing results. Well, there's always someone that comes along with a skill level that makes you realize where you fit in the continuum of builders. I stand humbled, but also very satisfied with my result. This was a sidestep for me and just for fun, as modeling should be. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you would, it helps bump the algorithm. I know I'll never have a YouTube plaque unless they start giving them out for 50 viewers, but a bump is a bump. I hope this kind of video encourages you to have a great time with modeling. Remember, it's supposed to be fun. Anyway, it's time to get back to my Santa Maria. That thing will not plank itself.